Axiom-man, episode 3, Rumblings. This was a fun one. Again, novella-sized, episode-sized, right? But look at the cover. We got two new supervillains. We got Battle Bruiser, and we got Lady Fire. Lady Fire is a take on a ladybug, as you can see, but it's opposite colors. She's black prominently, and then red as highlights, as opposed to the other way around. And Battle Bruiser, I made him. I wanted him to be a kind of like your bar brawler, arm wrestling, hulky kind of guy. And so the handlebar mustache and a little bit of stubble, and that kind of guy. So that's how I wanted for him. And of course, on the cover, when I gave Justin the instructions, I wanted these two characters to be beaten up on Axiom-man to show that he's in trouble. And I gave Justin character sketches of the new characters, like in terms of their costumes and stuff, so it matched the narrative in the book when I described them. So I gave him drawings of Battle Bruiser and Lady Fire, so that he knew what to do for drawing. And then likewise, when Kyle Zajac colored it, he was given the colors for the characters, so that he knew, of course, what to do with the color-wise. But yeah, in this particular story, this is meant to be, there's actually an introduction in this book, which is the first time for an Axiom-man book to have an introduction. I'm not talking about the 10th anniversary edition that purposely had an intro because it was an anniversary edition. Out of all the other novels in the Axiom-man saga, this is the only one that has an intro. And the intro is meant to say, this is a prologue. This is a prologue to an upcoming 3-book arc that's going to wrap up the first chunk of the series and wrap up the first main story arc. But again, you can still jump in at any point and still get a full story, beginning, middle, and end. But in terms of this book's particular purpose, yes, it gives you a story and hopefully an exciting one for you. But at the same time, it does serve as a prologue to what's to come. And I just simply wanted to put Axiom-man in a situation where he had to fight two bad guys, like two superpowered bad guys at one time. I wanted him to tap to stretch himself and test himself in that way. And I also wanted to play, as a writer, play with this dynamic of two superpowered beings versus one. It's one thing to write a superpowered being fighting 2, 3, 4 human bad guys, because humans, again, have limits. We're very limited as people in terms of what we can do physically. But so those types of fights are pretty straightforward in terms of writing. But when you start dealing with these characters firing fireballs at you, that's different. And so I wanted to do a 2-on-1 idea, challenge myself as a writer to do that, and I think I pulled it off. The book gets snatched up at Comic-Cons all the time, and no one's given it a bad review, so I don't know, must have done something right. But anyway, this is what the back says. Axiom-man has been captured and locked inside an enormous electric cage. Within, a small city and residential zone. Who made them, or for what purpose? He doesn't know. One thing is certain, however. He is trapped and at the mercy of those who took him captive. The intentions are soon made clear with the appearance of two superpowered beings, the tank-like Battle Bruiser and the playful femme fatale Lady Fire. Soon the battle begins, and Axiom-man is forced to survive against those with powers that rival his own. And it seems these two new metahumans are only the beginning. Something is brewing beneath the surface of reality. Something sinister that will change the course of history and Axiom-man's life forever. Something is rumbling. Axiom-man, Rumblings. Tune in. Tune the eyes. Tune the ears. Read it out loud. Read it to your kids. This is the beginning. This is the end. This is Rumblings.